This is our first weekly devotional. We haven't done one for quite a while, but we wanted to take some time just to encourage you each week with some things that will really help you in your everyday life. And we're looking at some things that all start with P. There are 5 things that will help you to live your life every day better when you get up out of bed each and every single day. There are 5 things starting with P, as I said, and the first one of those is the word perspective, and how we live our life and what perspective we have on life. If you have a good perspective on life when you get up in the morning, if you have a positive perspective on life, then your life will be totally different to what it is if you get up and you have a negative perspective on what your day is going to be like. If you've already decided your day is going to be terrible before you even get out of bed, well, of course it's going to be a terrible day. But if you take a good attitude and a good perspective on life, then what you're going to do is you're going to end up with a much better day, even if challenges do come, because you've already started out well and you have a positive perspective on what it is that you need for your life every day. Secondly, power. You need to know that God has given you the power to live your life the way that you need to. In 2 Timothy 1 verse 7, it says this. It says that He has given us not the spirit of fear or timidity, but of power, His power, and of love and of a sound mind. That word power also means authority. God has given us authority to live our life the way that we need to. Again, taking control of what our day is going to be like, framing our world from the very beginning of the day. That's how we need to operate in, and taking His power into the day, to not only for our own purposes but for other people's as well. Thirdly, passion. We need to have and be in our passion day by day. They say that something like 70 to 75% of people, if not more, in the workforce are getting up every day and doing things that they don't want to do in their lives, and that's a terrible way to live your life. If you get up every day and you have something to be passionate about, well, then you're going to enjoy life a lot more, and of course your perspective on life is going to be totally different. We need to learn to live out of our passion in that sense and what we're meant to be, rather than just doing something for the sake of doing it. Fourthly, purpose. We need to have a purpose, and this relates to the passion as well. We need to have a purpose in what we do in life every single day. We need to have a purpose, and of course that relates to our destiny, relates to what God has for us in our lives. There is a purpose for every single person. Every single person has a purpose in life. Every person has something they're meant to be doing, and that they are unique in doing it. There's no one like you. You make a terrible someone else, but you make a very good you. And last but not least, in these 5 principles we're going to be looking at, and we're going to interweave a whole bunch of other things into this, is principles. Live by the principles that will get you through the rest of your life. Live by God's principles. Live by principles that will give you, help you to live in integrity and honour, and live in a way such as that when you get up every morning, you know that you're not going to compromise your life for the sake of what those principles are. So there are the 5 things we're going to be looking at over the next few weeks: perspective, power, passion, purpose, and principles. We'll talk about them some more. We'll see you next week. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon.